Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast. Today is Friday, August 30th, 2024. We have a lot to get to today, but unfortunately we have to start this podcast on a story that is just absolutely tragic. Johnny Gaudreau of the Columbus Blue Jackets passed away last night at the age of 31 with his brother Matthew, as they were involved in a crash and were struck by an alleged drunk driver. This was in Salem County, New Jersey. This is just tragic, and I'm at a loss of words. Johnny Hockey was a star. I remember when he came up and lit the world on fire with the Calgary Flames. And then he signed the big free agent deal years later with Columbus. And, geez, I can't get over it. Thoughts and prayers to his family, his friends, his teammates, the Columbus Blue Jackets organization. And this is just an awful, awful story. And his sister was supposed to get married today as well, which is just really sad. Rest in peace, Johnny Hockey. But yeah, this story is just tragic. And last night, a person on X reported, many people thought it was fake at first. I mean, I was somewhat skeptical because there were no reports from any of the big NHL outlets, or the Columbus Blue Jackets didn't say anything at first. And this morning around 7:30 is when the Blue Jackets came out with a statement this morning. So there was I'm trying to find the account that initially reported it. Trying to find it, but he pretty much said that his brother was a police officer in South Jersey, and he told the person that tweeted this that Johnny had died with his brother in a crash. And the same person had misinformation on Amari Cooper several years ago, and I think that's why a lot of people were skeptical. Oh my goodness, like everybody's tweeting, like the Cleveland Cavaliers, every organization is tweeting out their prayers and coming out with statements. So here's the Blue Jackets statement. The Columbus Blue Jackets are shocked and devastated by the unimaginable tragedy. Johnny was not only a great hockey player, but more significantly, a loving husband, father, son, brother, and friend. We extend our heartfelt sympathies to his wife Meredith, his children Noah and Johnny, his parents, their family and friends, and the sudden loss of Johnny and Matthew. Johnny played the game with great joy, which was felt by everyone that saw him on the ice. He brought a genuine love for hockey with him, and everywhere he played, from Boston College to the Calgary Flames to Team USA to the Blue Jackets. He thrilled fans in a way only Johnny Hockey could. The impact he had on our organization and our sport was profound, but pales in comparison to the undeniable impression he made on everyone who knew him. Johnny embraced our community when he arrived 2 years ago, and Columbus welcomed him with open arms. We will miss him terribly and do everything that we can to support his family and each other through this tragedy. At this time, we ask for prayers for the Gaudreau family and that their privacy be respected as they grieve. And then Greeny had been on the air on Get Up, and he broke the news on Get Up. That must have been very hard for him to do. Gary Bettman statement was a long one. So I don't want to get into that because we have a lot of things to do on the podcast, but Gary Bettman had a good statement. The Calgary Flames, I'll say this because this is short. It's with great sadness we mourn the tragic death of our friend Johnny Gaudreau and his brother Matthew Gaudreau. Our hearts are broken by this devastating loss. Johnny was and always will be a member of the Flames family and loved by all of Calgary. Man, this is just awful news, and it just came down right now is that New Jersey State Police confirmed Johnny and Matthew were killed after being struck by a vehicle while riding bikes. Okay. That's what was reported by that person on X last night. So that's just really, really sad. So again, thoughts and prayers to the Gaudreau family, his friends, his teammates, the Columbus Blue Jackets, and Calgary Flames organizations, and the entire National Hockey League. Rest in peace, Johnny Hockey. Now we're going to touch on other news and notes before we get into everything else. The SEC approves new injury rule as conference mandates teams to file reports by Wednesday of college football game week. So I actually like that. I think the entire sport should do that. The Los Angeles Angels call up Italian left-handed pitcher Sam Aldegheri. Will be the first pitcher born and raised in Italy to pitch or play in the MLB. That's amazing. The Cardinals waive Tommy Pham. So a lot of teams are getting rid of trade deadline ads. Cardinals with Tommy Pham, the Dodgers with Amed Rosario, the Yankees with Ellie De Los Santos. The Phillies are moving Taijuan Walker to the bullpen. He's in the second year of the 4-year, $72 million contract. Yikes. Just admit defeat on that signing. Designate him for assignment. Puka Nacua likely to play week 1 as he was dealing with the knee injury, so that's good. Mike Williams to suit up against the Niners knee injury. That's good. Steph Curry signs a 1-year, $62.6 million extension to stay with the Warriors through 26-27 season. And then Steph is now in the $500 million club. Brandon Ayuk finally got paid. He got a mega deal. 4 years, $120 million. So good job by the Niners getting that done. A 49ers executive believes that Ayuk's best football is ahead of him in comparison to Devontae Adams. The Browns offered Ayuk the most money. Browns' potential contract was more than the 49ers and the Steelers, but Ayuk wanted to go elsewhere. So he ends up staying with the Niners. And I think this is a big win for the Niners. And the funny thing here is that the Broncos were a part of a Sutton trade that would have sent Ayuk to the Steelers, and then Sutton would have went to San Francisco. Which that would have been interesting. How about this? Jerry Jones is ripped by an agent as an anonymous agent believes that the game has passed Jerry Jones by. I don't disagree with this take. As a GM, yes. But I still think he's a good owner. He's just a bad general manager. Like, Stephen Jones, I think, is low-key their general manager, but Jerry has final say. Like, Jerry Jones is the Cowboys. He's always been the Cowboys since he's owned them, pretty much. So that's a little crazy. Dak Prescott is tuning out on Jerry Jones as he's not focused on what Jones says to the media. So there's a possibility that the Giants may bring back Adoree Jackson. He's in town for a physical, according to Jordan Schultz. So that'd be good news for the Giants if they're able to get him back. That improves their secondary. And then the rest of news and notes, I think, are just not relevant. But this is an interesting thing. Lamar's weight loss motivation as he reveals how viral AFC Championship catch contributed to decision. So there you have it for the news and notes. We're going to do college football. We'll go over the results from yesterday and look ahead to tonight and Saturday. And yet again, I only did FBS versus FBS because I only did that for Saturday's games. Friday's games, I was able to do everything. But the Saturday games, it's just FBS. The same for Sunday. So results from yesterday: Rutgers over Howard 44-7, Wake over NCAT 45-13, UCF over New Hampshire 57-3, Buffalo over Lafayette 30-13, Bowling Green over Fordham 41-17, Central Michigan over Central Connecticut 66-10, Arkansas over Arkansas Pine Bluff 70-0, Toledo over Duquesne 49-10, 24 NC State over Western Carolina 38-21. Number 11, Missouri over Murray State, 51-0. Number 22, Kansas over Lindenwood, 48-3. Colorado over North Dakota State, 31-26. Coastal Carolina over Jacksonville State, 55-27. UAB over Alcorn State, 41-3. Tulane over Southeast Louisiana, 52-0. Tulsa over Northwestern State, 62-28. Number 12, Utah over Southern Utah, 49-0. North Carolina over Minnesota, 19-17. As Minnesota misses a field goal at the last second. Yale Monroe over Jackson State, 30-14. Illinois over Eastern Illinois, 45-0. San Jose State over Sacramento State, 42-24. All right. Now, tonight's games, we have 5. That's it. Oh, wait. How'd I miss that game? That's weird. I completely missed a game here. So there's 6 tonight. All right, so 6 o'clock on CBS Sports Network tonight, Lehigh Army. My line is Army by 21, total 45 and 2/5. And we have let's see here. 33.5 and 47.5. I'm gonna take Lehigh in the points. That's a lot for Army to be given at home. Temple, number 16, Oklahoma, 7 o'clock on ESPN. My line's Oklahoma by 24, total 61 3/10. And it's 42.5 and 57.5. That's way too high. Oklahoma could be peeking ahead. I'm going to take Temple to cover. That's just too big of a number. Big Ten Network, FAU, Michigan State. My line is Sparty by 6, total 45.5. And it's 13.5 and 45.5. I'm going to take Florida Atlantic getting the points. I don't think Michigan State is who they used to be. I think FAU covers. 7:30 ACC Network, Elon Duke. I have Pick'em in 47 and a 5th. And it's 24.5 and 49.5. I'm taking Elon the points. Elon's going to be good in the CAA this year. So I'm I'm going to take Elon in the points. I don't think they're going to win outright. They are 16-1, so that's just something I just want to throw out there. I won't touch it, but I just think they cover. 9 o'clock on Fox Sports 1, Western Michigan and Wisconsin. My line's Western Michigan by 9, total 49 and 7/10. And it's Wisconsin 23.5, total 56.5. I'm taking Western Michigan in the points, and I'm actually going to take them to win at 10-1. That's a big dog that I like to win outright tonight. And the game I just forgot about, 10:30 ESPN, Pac-12 After Dark, rest in peace. But it's ACC and Big 12 After Dark, TCU Stanford. My line is TCU by 12, total 59-11/20. I think Stanford should have went to the Big 12. That's my opinion. And it's 8.5 and 59.5. I'm going to lay the 8.5 for TCU on the road. All right, Saturday. First up, 12 o'clock on ABC. Clemson, Georgia, from Mercedes-Benz Superdome in Atlanta. My line's Georgia 10.5, total 52. And it is 12.5 and 48.5. So that number keeps going down. That was like 13.5. Now it's 12.5. My play's going to be the over. I just think that Georgia's just going to score a lot of points, and I'm not so sure if Clemson's defense can stop them. So I like the over. On Fox, 8, Penn State at West Virginia. So big noon kickoff in Morgantown. I think that's a first. Mine's Penn State by 3 till 52 and 3/20, and it is 8.5 and 51.5. I'm taking the Mountaineers getting the 8.5. Everybody's picking Penn State to cover here because that number was like at 10 and now it's at 8.5. Everyone's like, oh, you're getting Penn State under 10? Well, listen, James Franklin always covers, but true road game in a environment where that crowd's known to be ruckus. I know it's a day game compared to a night game, but West Virginia's going to hang around this game. Penn State wins, but West Virginia hangs around. Big Ten Network, Illinois State at number 25, Iowa. Iowa's giving 22.5, totals 40.5. I'm going to lay with Iowa only because I don't think Illinois State in the Missouri Valley is going to be good. Virginia Tech and Vandy. My line's Va Tech by 24, total 56 and 3/20, and it is 13.5 and 48.5. I'm going to lay the 13.5 of Virginia Tech. I think they're going to be really good. Fox Sports 1, UConn, Maryland. Mine's Maryland by 18, total 51-11/20. And it's 20.5 and 44.5. I like the over. UConn's offense was good last year, so I think they're going to score a little bit in this game. I really like the over in that game. Austin P. Louisville on the ACC network. Louisville is giving 36.5, totals 52.5. I'm going to go with the over. Big Ten Network, Indiana State, Purdue. Purdue's giving 33.5, totals 48.5. I think Indiana State's going to cover that game, so I'm going to take Indiana State in the points. ESPNU, Kent State, Pitt. My line's Pitt by 18, total 48 in the fifth. And it's 24.5 and 55.5. That's a hard one. Do I go with the under or do I go with Kent? I'm going to go with the under. I think the under is the better pick. Bucknell, Navy, CBS Sports Network. Navy's favored by 33.5, totals 47.5. I actually have projected totals for the FCS, FBS games written down, but not all of them are trustworthy. I'm going to go with the over. 12:45 on the SEC Network, Chattanooga at number 15, Tennessee. Tennessee's giving 38.5, totals 56.5. I'm going to lay it with Tennessee. 2 o'clock, give South Dakota State, who is one of the best teams, if not the best team, in the FCS against number 17, Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State is giving 9.5, totals 54.5. I'm going to lay the 9.5 with Oklahoma State, although I might still lay it at 10. I think Oklahoma State's going to be good. I promise my predictions will be posted at some point over the weekend, hopefully before the kickoffs at noon on Saturday. Towson, Cincinnati, 2:30. Cincy's giving 31.5, totals 54.5. I'm actually going to pick Towson to cover. 3 o'clock on the CW Network, Portland State and Washington State. Washington State's giving 28.5, totals 58.5. I'm going to lay it with the Cougars in this one. All right, 3:30 CBS, Akron at number 2, Ohio State. So Big Ten CBS, so that's pretty cool. So I projected Ohio State by 36, so 42 and 19-20. It says 48.5 and 58.5. Under. On ESPN, Colorado State at number 4, Texas. I have Texas by 18, so 54 and 19-20. And it is Texas giving 31.5, total 59.5. I'm going to take Colorado State in the points. I think Colorado State's going to be a good team in the Mountain West. On ABC, number 19, Miami at Florida. I have Miami by a whopping 21, total 55 and a 10th. I think Miami's going to be awesome. I think Florida's going to stink. And Miami's only giving 2.5, total 54.5. You know that Florida was probably given out on winners by Scott Van Pelt. I'm going to lay the 2.5 with Miami. I think Miami's going to be really good. New quarterback. Probably, if not the team to beat in the ACC. So I'm going to lay the 2.5 with Miami. Love it. 3:30 Big Ten Network, FIU, Indiana. Milan's Indiana by 15, total 53 and 7/20. And it's 21.5 and 51.5. I'm going to take FIU in the points. UTEP, Nebraska, 3:30 on Fox. My line's Nebraska by 9, total 42 and 13/20. And it's 27.5 and 49.5. I'm going to take UTEP in the 27.5. That's a lot of points. Eastern Michigan, UMass. My line's Eastern Michigan by 12, total 53 and 13/20. And it's UMass by 2.5, total 50.5. I'm going to take Eastern Michigan plus the 2.5 and plus 120 to win. ETSU, App State. App State is giving 34.5. Total is 55.5. I'm going to take East Tennessee State in the points. There's a chance App State takes a step back this year, I think, in that conference. Fox Sports 1, North Dakota and Iowa State. The Clones are giving 28.5, totals 51.5. I'm going to lay with the Cyclones. I think they're going to be good. ACC Network, Ohio State, Syracuse. My Syracuse by 21, total 44. And is 17.5 and 46.5. I'm actually going to lay the 17.5 with the Syracuse. Kennesaw State and UTSA. So I have for this UTSA by 27, total 42. And this one is 24.5 and 42. Or I'm sorry, 49.5. I'm going to take the under. Merrimack Air Force. Air Force is giving 29.5, total 47.5. I'm going to take Merrimack in the points. Air Force is not going to be good this year. Miami of Ohio, Northwestern on the Big Ten Network. My line is Miami of Ohio by 3, total 41 and 3/5. And it is Northwestern by 3.5, total 39.5. I'm taking Miami of Ohio plus the points and plus 128 to win straight up. Western Illinois, Northern Illinois. Northern Illinois is giving 34.5, total 53.5. I'm going to lay the points in Northern Illinois. They're going to be good in that league this year in the MAC. A sneaky good Group of 5 game. 4 o'clock ESPNU, Boise State, Georgia Southern. My line is Boise by 3, total 60 and a 5th. And it's 12.5 and 57.5. I'm taking Georgia Southern plus the points. I think Georgia Southern's going to hang around. 4:15 on the SEC Network, Old Dominion in South Carolina. I have South Carolina by 18, total 52 and 3/10. And it's 20.5 and 52.5. That's probably my closest projection so far. I'm going to take Old Dominion and the points. But it's going to be close with that one. I'm not putting that in Fab 5. 5 o'clock, Stony Brook, Marshall. Marshall's giving 29.5, total 52.5. I don't know what to do here. I'm going to take Stony Brook to cover. UC Davis, Cal. Mine's Cal, 20.5, total 53.5. I'm going to go with the over. North Texas, South Alabama. My line is South Alabama by 6, total 62 and 13/20. And it's 6.5 and 64.5. Oh, this is the first time I get to call a slight on the show. A slight under. Eastern Kentucky and Mississippi State at 6. My line, that's a lie. I have a total, but not a line. So it's 24.5 and 60.5. I'm gonna go with the under. Campbell Liberty. Liberty is giving 36.5, totals 55.5. I think Liberty's going to be really good in the COSA. I'm going to like the points. Richmond, Virginia. Virginia's going to be 19.5, totals 49.5. I'm going to take Richmond to cover. Norfolk State, East Carolina. East Carolina's giving 33.5, totals 50.5. Tough one, but I'm going to go with the under. Idaho State and Oregon State at 6:30 on CW. Oregon State's going to be 27.5, totals 55.5. I'm going to lay to 27.5 with the Beavers. And their first game is the kind of an independent. 7 o'clock on ESPN, Western Kentucky at number 5, Alabama. I have Bama by 12, total 54 and 3/5. And it's 31.5 and 59.5. I'm going to take Western the points. Only because I think the Tide are looking ahead a little bit. In Western Kentucky, I think is good. So, I'm going to say Bama wins by, 27. Because sometimes Saban doesn't always, or used to not cover as a big favorite. I know they have a new coach now. But, I just remember in the Saban years, they would never cover that number that was that big. Furman at number 6, Ole Miss. Ole Miss is giving 42.5, total 60.5. I'm going to take, or lay the points. UT Martin 18, Kansas State. Kansas State's giving 37.5, totals 56.5. I'm going to lay the points because I think the Wildcats are going to be good. Central Arkansas, Arkansas State. Arkansas State is I can't even find that game. So I'm gonna do ESPN bet. Arkansas State's giving 10, totals 56.5. I'm gonna lay the 10. That is a low number. Bethune-Cookman, South Florida. South Florida's giving 40.5, total 60.5. I'm going to take the under. Tarleton State, Baylor. Baylor's giving 28.5, totals 55.5. I'm going to lay it with Baylor. I think Baylor may surprise some people this year. On Fox Sports 1, UNLV, Houston. My line is UNLV by 3, total 59 and 3/10. And it's Houston only by 2.5, totals 54.5. I'm going to take UNLV plus the points and plus 112 to win. Tennessee Tech, Middle Tennessee. Middle's giving 24.5, totals 52.5. I'm going to take the under. Sam Houston Rice, I have Pick'em in 51, 11/20. And it's 9.5 and 49.5. I'm going to take Sam Houston plus the points. Nevada, Troy. Mine's Troy by 12, total 48 and 11/20ths. Or, I'm sorry, 9/20ths. I read that wrong. And it's Troy by 9.5, total 44.5. I like the over. North Alabama, Memphis. Memphis is giving 38.5, total 61.5. I'll lay it with Memphis. 7:30 Big Ten, Idaho at number 3, Oregon. Oregon is giving 44.5, total 62.5. I'm laying it with the Ducks. I mean, they're going to be awesome. 7:30 ABC, number 7 Notre Dame at number 20 Texas A&M. I have Notre Dame by 6, total 55 and 2/5, and A&M's favored now by 2.5, totals 46.5. I'm debating over or Notre Dame. Both of those plays are very, very solid. I have about a 9-point edge, or just under 9-point edge on the over. And then on Notre Dame, I have a pretty good edge. All right, so 1.5. Doing math on the show. Sorry, guys. Half. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I actually have a larger edge on the over than I do on Notre Dame, believe it or not. So I'm going to actually go with the over. And I feel better about the over, honestly, too, than I do about Notre Dame. On NBC, Fresno State at number 9, Michigan. Michigan's giving 12, total 49 and 13/20ths, and it's 20.5 and 45.5. I'm going to take Fresno in the points. I think there's a chance that Michigan gets off to a slow start in this game. Hangover. Alabama, A&M, Auburn. Auburn's giving 46.5, totals 56.5. I'll lay with Auburn. CBS, UCLA, Hawaii. So they guess it's a Mountain West thing. Oh, it's the Big Ten. That's why. Duh. UCLA's in the Big Ten now. It's so weird. I have Hawaii by 4, total 48.5, and it's UCLA by 14.5, totals 53.5. I'm going to take Hawaii plus the points in 4-1 to win. Abilene Christian, Texas Tech. Tech's giving 31.5, totals 58.5. I'm going to go with the under. SEC Network, 7:45, Southern Miss, Kentucky. Kentucky, I have by 21, total 57, 11/20, and it's 26.5 and 49.5. That's a hard one, but I like the over a lot. 8 o'clock, Southern Illinois and BYU. BYU's giving me 14.5, totals 50.5. I'm going to take Southern Illinois in the points. Georgia State, Georgia Tech on the ACC Network. My line's Tech by 13.5, total 54 and 11/20, and it's 20.5 and 55.5. I'm going to lay it with Georgia Tech. Houston Christian and SMU. SMU's giving 44.5, totals 56.5. This is a bounce back smash spot. I'm laying it with SMU. Grambling in Louisiana. Louisiana's giving 32.5, totals 58.5. I'm going to lay it. Nichols, La Tech. La Tech's giving 8.5, totals 56.5. That's a hard one. I'm going to lay it with La Tech. I don't know why it's that low. A&M Commerce, San Diego State on True TV. San Diego State's giving 34.5, totals 57.5. I'm going to go with the under. Robert Morris, Utah State. Utah State's giving 31.5, totals 53.5. I'm going to lay the points. James Madison, Charlotte. James Madison by 15, total 51 and a fifth, and it is 8.5 and 48.5. I'm going to lay the 8.5 with the Dukes on the road. Next up is Lamar and Texas State. The Bobcats, and by the way, that game at 9 o'clock, no. The Texas State's giving 32.5, total 61.5. I'll lay the points. Now this one's at 9 o'clock. Southeast Missouri State and New Mexico State. Mexico State's giving 8.5, totals 52.5. Over. 10:30 on ESPN, New Mexico, number 21, Arizona. I have Zona by 22, total 59 and 9/20. And it's 31.5 and 58.5. A lot of people are on New Mexico, and I'll agree with everybody. I'm going to take New Mexico plus the 31 against Arizona. 10:30 Fox Sports 1, Wyoming, Arizona State. Mine's Pick'em in 48 and 4/5. And it is 7.5 and 48.5. I'm going to take Wyoming in the 7.5. And last but not least, for Saturday, 11 o'clock, Big Ten Network, Weber State, Washington. Mine's Washington FanDuel's 26.5. Washington total 52.5. I'm going to lay the points with Washington. I don't think this is a look-ahead spot at all. And then Sunday night is arguably the game of the weekend. 7:30 on ABC from Vegas, Allegiant Stadium. Number 23 USC, number 13 LSU. Mine's LSU by 9, total 74.5. And it's LSU by 4.5, total 64.5. I'm taking the over. That is just a absolute no-brainer. And then we are going to do a podcast on Labor Day Monday. So I'll give out a pick for Monday night's game on the Monday podcast. All right, MLB. I know that was a long time for college football, but it was the first week you knew. We'll go over the results from yesterday and look ahead to tonight and the weekend. Angels over the Tigers 3-0, Brewers over the Giants 6-0, Rangers over the White Sox 2-1, Cards over the Padres 4-1, Marlins over the Rockies 12-8, Mets over the D-backs 3-2, Reds over the A's 10-9, Phillies over the Braves 5-4, so best bet loss, Blue Jays over the Red Sox 2-0, Astros over the Royals 6-3, Dodgers over the O's 6-3. All right, doubleheader game 1 this afternoon at 12:30, Brewers Reds. Makeup game from April 11th, Colin Rea, Nick Martinez. So, Brewers minus 126, Reds plus 106, or plus 108, over under 9.5, overs minus 115, unders minus 105. Brewers minus 1.5, plus 128, Reds plus 1.5 is minus 154. Tough one, but I'm going to go with the under. 6:30, Braves, Phillies. Reynaldo Lopez, Rangers, Suarez. Phillies minus 138, Braves plus 118, over under 8, overs minus 105, unders minus 115. Braves plus 1.5 is minus 182, Phillies minus 1.5 plus 150, under, going back to the well. Red Sox, Tigers, Tanner Houck, TBD. Actually, it's going to be Casey Mize. How about that? Red Sox minus 120, Tigers plus 102, over under 8.5, overs minus 124, unders plus 102. Sox minus 1.5 plus 134, Tigers plus 1.5 is minus 162. That's a tough one, but I'm actually going to go with an alternate over. Over 9.5 plus 124. Brewers, Reds, doubleheader game 2, TBD and Rhett Lauder. It's actually going to be DL Hall going for Milwaukee. Reds minus 112, Brewers minus 104, over under 10, minus 10 each way. Brewers minus 1.5 plus 142, Reds plus 1.5 is minus 72. I'm going to go with the Brewers on the money line, minus 104. 6:45, Cubs, Nationals. Shota Imanaga, Jake Irvin. Cubs minus 158, Nats plus 134, over under 8, overs minus 112, unders minus 108. Cubs minus 1.5 is even money, Nats plus 1.5 is minus 120. I'm going to go with the under. Don't feel good about it, though. 6:50, Padres, Rays, Apple TV Plus. Martin Perez, Taj Bradley. I feel like the Rays haven't been home in a while. They're minus 132. The Padres are plus 112, over under 7.5, minus 110 each way. Pods plus 1.5 is minus 100. Rays minus 1.5 plus 164. I'm going to go with the over. 7 o'clock, Cardinals, Yankees from the Bronx. Eric Feed, Marcus Stroman. Yanks minus 188, Cards plus 158, over under 8.5, overs minus 102, unders minus 120. Cards plus 1.5 is minus 126, Yankees minus 1.5 plus 105. I'm going to go with the homer pick. I'm going to lay the run line with the Yankees, only because I feel like they're due for like a multi-run win at home. Pirates, Guardians. Bailey Falter and Ben Lively. Guardians minus 158, Pirates plus 134, over under 9, overs minus 104, unders minus 118. Pirates plus 1.5 is minus 152. Guardians minus 1.5 plus 126. I'm going to go with the under. 8 o'clock, A's Rangers. JP Sears, John Gray. Rangers minus 152. A's plus 128. Over under 8.5. Overs minus 115. Unders minus 105. A's plus 1.5 is minus 164. Rangers minus 1.5 plus 136. I like how Oakland is playing. I'm going to take them at plus 128. Royals Astros. Seth Lugo and Framber Valdez. Astros minus 178. Royals plus 150 over under 7.5. Minus 110 each way. Royals plus 1.5 is minus 152. Astros minus 1.5 plus 126. I like the over a lot. Mets White Sox. Tyler McGill, Jonathan Cannon. Mets minus 225. White Sox plus 188. Over under 9. Over is minus 8. Under is minus 112. Mets minus 1.5 minus 137. White Sox plus 1.5 is plus 114. The Mets better not do what the Yankees did and lost a game in Chicago, let alone get blown out. Just saying. But that said, I'm going to go with the over. Okay, next up is Blue Jays Twins. Kevin Gausman and Pablo Lopez. Twins minus 162, Blue Jays plus 136, over under 8, overs minus 08, unders minus 112. Jays plus 1.5 is minus 164, Twins minus 1.5 plus 136. That's a tough one, but I'm going to go with the over. 8:30, O's Rockies. Albert Suarez and Austin Gomber. The O's better not drop a game in Colorado like the Yankees did. Well, that was at home, but they better not drop a game to the Rockies like the Yankees did if they want to win this division, the O's. The O's minus 142, the Rockies plus 120, over under 11.5, overs minus 104, unders minus 118. O's minus 1.5 plus 106, Rocks plus 1.5 is minus 28. I like the over because I think that's going to be an O's offense fest. 9:30, George Kirby and Samuel Aldeguerri, who we talked about in news and notes earlier. Mariners minus 180, Angels plus 152, over under 8.5, overs plus 102, unders minus 124. Mariners minus 1.5 is minus 11. Angels plus 1.5 is minus 108. I'm going to go with the over at plus money. Dodgers D-backs, great game. Good opportunity for Zona. Clayton Kershaw and Zach Gallen. Dodgers minus 134. D-backs plus 114. Over under 8.5. Overs minus 115. Unders minus 105. Dodgers minus 1.5 plus 125. D-backs plus 1.5 is minus 150. The wrong team's favored. Like, the betting market is treating Clayton Kershaw like it's 2014. No, thank you. Arizona plus 114. They're winning outright. They should be favored. And then 10:15, Marlins Giants. Adam Oller and Blake Snell. Giants minus 275. Marlins plus 225. Over under 7. Overs minus 112. Unders minus 108. M's plus 1.5 is minus 105. Giants minus 1.5 is minus 114. I like the over. All right, over the weekend. 1 o'clock, Cards Yanks. 4 o'clock, Cubs Nats. Padres Rays. Red Sox Tigers at 6. Pirates Guardians. 7 o'clock, A's Rangers. Royals Astros. Mets White Sox. Jays Twins. On Fox, Braves Phillies. Brewers Reds. I don't know. That's surprising that Fox has some baseball on the first night of college football. That's weird. 8 o'clock, O's Rockies. D-backs hosting the Dodgers. 9 o'clock, Marlins Giants. And 9:30 Mariners Angels Sunday. 12 o'clock, Brewers Reds. 1:30, Cards Yanks. Cubs Nats. 1:40, Red Sox Tigers. Pirates Guardians. Padres Rays. Royals Astros at 2. Mets White Sox. Jays Twins. 2:30, A's Rangers. 3 o'clock, O's Rockies. 4 o'clock, Marlins Giants. Mariners Angels. On Roku is Dodgers D-backs. And Sunday Night Baseball, of course, is Braves Phillies. I mean, the question is, should it be? Probably, but Dodgers D-backs, I feel like, should have been it. If that makes sense. All right, now move on to soccer. We have games to go over and look ahead to the weekend. We'll start with La Liga. Girona over Osasuna 4-0. Las Palmas Real Madrid 1-1 draw. All right, Saturday 11 o'clock Barcelona Valladolid. 1 o'clock Athletic and Atletico. 1:15 Espanyol Rayo. 3:30 Leganes Mallorca and Valencia Villarreal. Sunday 11 o'clock Alaves Las Palmas. Osasuna Celta Vigo. 1 o'clock Sevilla Girona. 1:15 Getafe Real Sociedad. And 3:30 Real Madrid and Betis. Premier League Saturday, Arsenal Brighton at 7:30, 10 o'clock Brentford Southampton, Everton Bournemouth, Ipswich Fulham, Leicester Aston Villa, Nottingham Wolves, 12:30 West Ham Man City, and then Sunday 8:30 Chelsea Crystal Palace, on telly Newcastle Tottenham, and 11 o'clock is Man City and Liverpool. And then soccer is going to be on a break. European soccer is going to be on a break next weekend. So that's interesting to note. So 7:30 Saturday MLS. Charlotte, Atlanta, Columbus, NYCFC, Cincy, Montreal, Red Bulls, Philly, Orlando, Nashville, Toronto, DC, 8:30 Austin, Vancouver, Chicago, Miami, Dallas, Colorado, 9:30 Salt Lake, New England, 10:30 LAFC, Houston, Portland, Seattle, and San Jose in Minnesota. And on Sunday at 2:45 is St. Louis and the Galaxy. Women's. Tonight at 10 o'clock you have Portland and Bay FC. So Portland's minus 125, Bay FC's plus 280, draw plus 310. I'm going to go with the draw plus 310. Saturday, 7:30, Louisville, Seattle, 9:30, Houston, Utah. Sunday, 2 o'clock, CBS, North Carolina, KC. 4 o'clock, CBS, Angel City, Chicago. 6 o'clock, Orlando, Gotham. And 8 o'clock is San Diego and Washington. Liga MX tonight, 9 o'clock, Athletic, San Luis, and Atlas. Atletico plus 150, Atlas plus 170, draw plus 220. I'm going to go with Atlas plus 170. 10 o'clock, Mazatlan, Puebla. Mazatlan minus 140, Puebla plus 350, draw plus 270. Mazatlan's playing well. We're going to go with under 2.5 goals at minus 108, though. And then 11 o'clock, Tijuana, Leon. Tijuana minus 105, Leon plus 250, and the draws plus 250. I'm going to go with Tijuana at minus 105. So Liga MX is off next weekend, too. So that's interesting. So Saturday, 7 o'clock, Pachuca, Querétaro, Guadalajara, Juarez. 9 o'clock, Monterrey, Toluca. And 11 o'clock, Cruz Azul, America. Sunday, 7 o'clock, UNAM, Tigres. And 9 o'clock, Santos and the Coxa. German Bundesliga today at 2:30, you have Union Berlin and St. Pauli. Berlin minus 115, St. Pauli plus 320, draw plus 240. I'm going to go with Berlin at minus 115. Saturday, 9:30, Frankfurt, Hoffenheim, Holstein, Kiel, Wolfsburg, Stuttgart, Mainz, Bochum, Gladbach, Bremen, Dortmund, and 12:30 Leverkusen, RB Leipzig. Sunday, 9:30, Heidenheim and Augsburg, and 11:30 Bayern and Freiburg. Serie A today, 12:30, Venezia and Torino. Torino plus 120, Venezia plus 240, draw plus 220. I'm going to go with Torino at plus 120. And 245, Inter Milan and Atalanta. Inter is minus 195, Atalanta plus 490, draw plus 320. I'm going to do under 2.5 goals at plus 136. Saturday, 12:30, Bologna, Empoli, Lecce, Cagliari, 245, Lazio, Milan, and 245, Napoli, Parma. Sunday, 12:30, Fiorentina, Monza, Genoa, Verona, 245, Juventus, AS Roma, and 245 is Udinese and Como. League 1 today, 245 is Lyon and Strasbourg. Lyon minus 230, Strasbourg plus 300, draw plus 270. I'm going to go with Strasbourg, actually, outright at 3-1. All right, Saturday, 11 o'clock, Brest and Saint Etienne, 1 o'clock, Montpellier and Nantes, and 3 o'clock, Toulouse and Marseille. And then Sunday, 9 o'clock, Monaco, Lens, 11 o'clock, Angers, Nice, Le Havre, Auxerre, Reims, Rennes, and 2:45 is Lille and PSG. So Europa League qualifying yesterday, real quick. Ludogorets over Petro Cub 2-1. Ludogorets advances 6-1 on aggregate. Molde over Elfsborg 1-0. Tied on aggregate. Elfsborg advances 4-2 on penalties. Apollo over Rigas 2-1, but tied on aggregate. Rigos advances 4-2 on penalties. Vesticus over FC Lugano 5-1. They advance 8-4 on aggregate. Anderlecht over Dynamo Minsk 1-0. Anderlecht advances 2-0 on aggregate. Ajax over Jagiellonia 3-0. Ajax advances 7-1 on aggregate. FCSB over Lasklings 1-0. FESB 2-1 on aggregate. Victoria Plzen over Hearts 1-0. Victoria Plzen 2-0 on aggregate. Maccabi Tel Aviv over FK TSC 5-1. And then Maccabi 8-1 on aggregate. Rapid Vienna Braga 2-2 draw, but Braga advances 4-3 on aggregate. PAOK over Shamrock 2-0, and PAOK advances 6-0 on aggregate. And then Banja Luka Ferencvaros 1-1 draw. Ferencvaros advances 3-2 on penalties. Next in soccer, we have to do USL. So tomorrow, 6 o'clock, Oakland, New Mexico. 7 o'clock, Detroit, Hartford. Indy, Pittsburgh. Miami FC, Monterey Bay. 7:30, Loudoun, Phoenix. North Carolina, Louisville. Rhode Island, Birmingham. 9 o'clock, San Antonio, Charleston. 10 o'clock, Orange County and Vegas. And then 6 o'clock Sundays, Tulsa and Colorado. ELC. Today, 3 o'clock, gave Luton and QPR. So Luton minus 110, QPR plus 280, draw plus 250. I'm going to go with the draw plus 250. Saturday, 7:30, Burnley Blackburn, Cardiff Borough, Coventry Norwich City, 10 o'clock Derby Bristol City, Leeds Hull, Millwall Sheffield Wednesday, Oxford Preston, Plymouth Stoke, Portsmouth Sunderland, and West Brom Swansea. And then Sunday, 10 o'clock Sheffield United and Watford. Scottish Premiership. Tomorrow, 10 o'clock, Dundee St. Mirren, St. Johnstone, Motherwell, Ross County, Aberdeen, 12:45. And then Sunday, 7:30, Celtic Rangers, 10 o'clock, Hearts Dundee, and Kilmarnock Hibernian. Dutch Eredivisie. Today at 2 o'clock, RKC Waldwick and AZ Alkmaar. AZ Alkmaar minus 280, RKC Waldwick 6-1, the draws plus 350. I'm going to go with under 2.5 at plus 118. Tomorrow, 10:30, Elmeri City FC Groningen, 12:45, Fortuna NAC, 2 o'clock, Cairnryan NAC Breda, and 3 o'clock, Willem 2 Sparta. And then Sunday, Feyenoord Ajax got postponed. 6:15 a.m. FC Utrecht FC Twente, 8:30 PC Zwolle and Heracles, and 10:45 is PSV and the Go-Ahead Eagles. And last but not least in soccer, we have the Pro League results from yesterday. Al Riyadh over Al Kholoud 3-1, Al Ittihad over Al Tawoun 2-1, and Al Shabab over Al Khalij 3-0. Or 1 though, my bad. So that was it for soccer. WNBA, we'll go over the results from... that's a lie. We don't have results from yesterday because they were off. So we have games tonight, 7:30 on Ion, Fever Sky. We don't have time to do picks. Lynx Wings, 10 o'clock Stream Aces and Liberty Storm. Saturday, 3 o'clock is Sun Mystics, and Sunday, 1 o'clock NBA TV Storm Sun, 3 o'clock Sky Lynx, 4 o'clock NBA TV Fever Wings, Aces Mercury, and 7 o'clock is Dream Sparks. All right, now move on to the U.S. Open. We'll do a rapid fire of results from yesterday and look ahead to the weekend. We'll start with the men's second round. Botic van de Zandschulp over 3-2 Carlos Alcaraz in 3 sets. 5-2 Daniil Medvedev over Fabian Morrison in 3 sets. 4-2 Tommy Paul over Max Purcell in 3 sets. Dan Evans over Mariano Navane in 3 sets. Jacob Bensick over Tristan Schoolkate in 5 sets. Gabriel Diallo over Arthur Fils in 4 sets. Tenzin Alex Demeanor over Otto Virtanen in 3 sets. 31 seed Flavio Caboli over Zizou Bergs in 4 sets. 25 seed Jack Draper over Facundo Diaz Acosta in 3 sets. David Goffin over Adrian Manarino in 4 sets. Nuno Borges over Thanasi Kakanakis in 3 sets. 1 seed Jannik Sinner over Alex Mickelson in 3 sets. Thomas Maychak over Sebastian Korda in 3 sets. Jordan Thompson over 7 seed Hubert Hurkacz in 3 sets. So it's a lot of upsets. 3 seed Matteo Arnaldi over Roman Solifin in 3 sets. And Chris O'Connell over Mattia Belucci in 4 sets. All right, today, third round. 1:15, 30 seed Blake Shelton, 20 seed Francis Tiafoe. 1:30, Francisco Cormanzana and 12 seed Taylor Fritz. 6 seed Andrei Rublev and 32 seed Yuri Lecheka. Talon Graceford and 9 seed Grigor Dimitrov. 3:30, Brandon Nakashima and 18 seed Lorenzo Musetti. 5 o'clock, 8 seed Casper Ruud and JC Chang. 7 o'clock, 20 seed Alexei Popyrin and 2 seed Novak Djokovic. And 8:15, Thomas Echeverry and 4 seed Alexander Zverev. And then tomorrow, 1 seed Jannik Sinner, Chris O'Connell. 10 seed Alex Demeter, Dan Evans. Botic van de Zandschulp and 25 seed Jack Draper. Gabriel Diallo and 14 seed Tommy Paul. Nuno Borges and Jacob Mensik. 31 seed Flavio Caboli and 5 seed Daniil Medvedev. David Goffin and Thomas Maychak. And 30 seed Matteo Arnaldi and Jordan Thompson. Women's results from yesterday. Caroline Wozniacki over Renata Zazarua in 2 sets. Carolina Muchova over Naomi Osaka in 2 sets. Jessica Ponchette over 14 Alina Rybakina in a walkover. Hopefully Rybakina is okay. 25 seed Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova over Elizabeth Cacciaretto in 3 sets. 6 seed Jessica Pegula over Sophia Kenin in 2 sets. 1 seed Iga Swiatek over Ina Shibahara in 2 sets. Anastasia Ponapova over Varvara Lipchenko in 2 sets. 22 seed Beatriz Haddad Maia over Sarah Sorbes in 2 sets. Ashlyn Kruger over Mira Andreeva in 2 sets. 5 seed Jasmine Faiolini over Carolina Pliskova in a walkover. Hopefully Pliskova's okay. 16 seed Ludmila Samsonova over Marie Pliskova in 3 sets. Sarah Arani over Caroline Dolhide in 2 sets. Jessica Bouzas over Katie Bolter in 2 sets. 30 seed Yulia Putintseva over Ziyu Wang in 2 sets. 50 seed Anna Kalinskaya over Anna Bondar in 2 sets. And 18 seed Diana Schneider over Clara Tauson in 2 sets. All right, third round starts today, 11 o'clock. Elena Gabriela Rus and 26 seed Paula Badosa. 17 QW Zhang and Julie Niemeyer. At noon, you have 3 seed Coco Gauff and 27 seed Elena Svitolina. 12-15, 20 seed Victoria Azarenka and YF Wang. 13 seed Emma Navarro and 19 seed Marta Kostyuk. 24 seed Donna Fetchik and Peyton Stearns. 7 o'clock, 14 seed Madison Keys and 33 seed Elise Mertens. And 9 o'clock, 2 seed Arena Sabalenka and 29 seed Ekaterina Alexandrova. And then tomorrow, 5 seed Jasmine Paolini and 30 seed Yulia Putintseva. Jessica Ponchette and Caroline Wozniacki. 1 seed Iga Swiatek and 25 seed Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova. 22 seed Beatriz Haddad Maia and Anna Kalinskaya, your 15 seed. Jessica Pegula and Jessica Bouzas. So the battle of Jessicas. Sarah Arani and 18 seed Diana Schneider. Ashlyn Kruger and 60 seed Ludmila Samsonova and Carolina Muchova and Anastasia Potapova. And we don't know what's going to happen on Sunday. That's going to be the start of the quarterfinals. So the quarterfinals would be Sunday, Monday, around the 16th. That's my mistake. So around the 16th, we'll start Sunday. So there you have it for tennis. Quickly, we'll do golf. We'll look at the leaderboard for the Tour Championship. Scotty has a hefty 16 under lead. Tied for second with 16 under. 9 under is Colin Morikawa, Alexander Schauffele. Tied for fourth today under Sam Burns, Adam Scott, Wyndham Clark, Hideki Matsuyama, Keegan Bradley. 9th with 7 under, Steve Diglia. Tied for 10th with 6 under, Taylor Pendrith, Ryan Henley, Patrick Cantlay, Rory McIlroy. Tied for 14th with 5 under, Justin Thomas, Aaron Ray, Matt Pavon, Shane Lowry, Sanjay and Lovey Goldberg. 20th with 4 under, Sub Straka, Robert McIntyre, Victor Hovland, Tony Finau, Bjorn Gudon. 25th with 3 under, Ashike Wahida. 5 for 26, 2 under, Tommy Fleetwood, Taylor Hogue. 28th with 1 under, Chris Kirk. 29th at even, Christian Ziedenhout. And 38th with 1 over, Brett Horschel. So there you have it for golf. Now move on to NASCAR really quickly. We'll go over the slate for this weekend. It's just Xfinity and Cup. So tonight from Daytona. Oh no, that's a lie. I misread that. So I don't know why the Friday stuff was still up of last week. So from Darlington tomorrow, 3:30, probably on USA, because you think the big NBC would have football. I'm just going to pull up the DraftKings NASCAR odds really quickly. So we're going to do Xfinity first. The Sports Clip Haircuts VFW held a Hero 200. I'm going to go with the long shot. Riley Herbst, 20-1. And then the Cookout Southern 500 from Darlington on Sunday at 6 o'clock. That's probably going to be on the big NBC, if not on USA. I'm going to do a throwback pick. This guy, I haven't picked in a while. Martin Truex Jr., 11-1 to win the Cookout Southern 500. Now we'll do Formula One. It's been a weird couple of races for F1 with Max not being himself. He hasn't won in a very long time, probably since the Spanish Grand Prix in June. That's how long it's been since Max has won a race. So 9 a.m. the Autodromo Nazionale Monza, the Italian Grand Prix. So how about this? The fact that Lando's favored over Max is crazy. Lando Norris is a plus 120 favorite. I'm actually going to go with Lewis Hamilton at 25-1. I'm going to throw a curveball at you guys again. I'm going to say Lewis Hamilton wins. He's 25-1. The Italian Grand Prix. All right, very quickly, I'm going to do my NFL safety rankings. I was supposed to do cornerbacks today, but I switched it to safeties only because of the time I had today on the show. So on Monday, we're going to do corners. So we'll do safeties today instead of not doing a rankings at all. So 64 players, the top 2 safeties on each team's depth chart, whether it's a free safety or the strong safety, so the top 1 at each spot. 64 players. 64, Dane Belton, Giants. 63, Caden Bullock, Texans. 62, Javon Bullard, Packers. 61, Rayshon Jenkins, Seahawks. 60, Damar Hamlin, Bills. 59, PJ Locke, Broncos. 58, Jeremy Chin, Commanders. 57, Kirby Joseph, Lions. 56, Taylor Rapp, Bills. 55, Julian Blackman, Colts. 54, Brian Cook, Chiefs. 53, Chuck Clark, Jets. 52, Antonio Johnson, Jags. 51, Deshaun Elliott, Steelers. 50, Trayvon Mulrig, Raiders. 49, Tony Adams, Jets. 48, John Johnson III, Rams. 47, Jason Pinnock, Giants. 46, Jordan Howden, Saints. 45, Quan Martin, Commanders. 44, Marcus Epps, Raiders. 43, Brandon Jones, Broncos. 42, Julian Love, Seahawks. 41, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, Eagles. 40, Andre Sisco, Jaguars. 39, Jaquan Brisker, Bears. 38, Von Bell, Bengals. 37, Jordan Fuller, Panthers. 36, Jordan Whitehead, Bucks. 35, Nick Cross, Colts. 34, Carmen Corral, Rams. 33, Jalen Thompson, Cardinals. 32, Cameron Bynum, Vikings. 31, Talanoa Hufanga, 49ers. 30, Donovan Wilson, Cowboys. 29, Butta Baker, Cardinals. 28, Justin Reed, Chiefs. 27, Quandre Diggs, Titans. 26, Grant Delpit, Browns. 25, Alohi Gilman, Chargers. 24, Xavier Woods, Panthers. 23, Reed Blankenship, Eagles. 22, Juan Thornhill, Browns. 21, Geno Stone, Bengals. 20, Jair Brown, 49ers. 19, Justin Simmons, Falcons. 18, Harrison Smith, Vikings. 17, Tyrann Mathieu, Saints. 16, Xavier McKinney, Packers. 15, Amari Hooker, Titans. 14, Marcus Williams, Ravens. 13, Brian Branch, Lions. 12, Malik Hooker, Cowboys. 11, Kyle Duggar, Pats. 10, Kevin Byard, Bears. 9, Jimmy Ward, Texans. 8, Jordan Poyer, Dolphins. 7, Jabril Peppers, Patriots. 6, Minka Fitzpatrick, Steelers. 5, Derwin James Jr., Chargers. 4, Kyle Hamilton, Ravens. 3, Jesse Bates III, Falcons. 2, Antoine Winfield Jr., Buccaneers. And number 1, Javon Holland of the Miami Dolphins. So the top 3 you could argue in any order, and you could even put Kyle Hamilton, Derwin James, and Minka Fitzpatrick in that group too. But I think safety's a clear top 6, and it's a drop-off. But there are a lot of good safeties, but there's some of them that are in decline. That's why they're ranked a little lower than they normally would be. And I think there's other safeties on the rise. And there's a lot of, I think safety's a position you see a lot of out of nowhere guys as well. So it was a hard ranking to put together for the safeties. I mean, it's unfortunate that DeMar Hamlin is that low. That's because he's never been a starter full time. And even somebody like Jeremy Chin was good once upon a time, but he's kind of fell off. So there you have it for the safeties. And last but not least, I move on to the last segment. We will do best bet first, and then the Fab Five. So, best bet. I'm going to put a 20th unit on the pick. And I gotta be honest, I actually kind of like a soccer one for best bet, but there's a couple college football ones I liked as well. But I'm gonna go back to the well. I'm gonna go under Braves Phillies. I'm doing it again. I don't know why that went over yesterday, but it's not going under again. So I'm going under 8, Braves Phillies minus 115. Now I'm going to do the Fab 5. So the rule with this is that I usually just pick Saturday games for the Fab 5. There's a couple of them that stood out. So without further ado, here we go. So the first one I'm going to give out is a total. I love the over in UConn, Maryland. That is really, really low. And by the way, I'm going to do a 20th per pick for Fab 5. So I'm going to do over 44.5 in UConn, Maryland for my first Fab 5 pick. The second one is also a day game, a 12 o'clock game. I love Virginia Tech minus the 13.5 against Vandy. I think Vandy stinks, and Virginia Tech's going to be one of the best teams in the ACC. So I'm going to lay the points with Virginia Tech on the road. The third pick of the Fab 5, I'm going to lay the 2.5 of Miami against Florida. I just think Florida stinks, and Miami has a point to prove. Trap line my ass. I'm laying it with the Canes. So that's 3. The fourth pick of the Fab 5, I will pick Georgia Southern getting 12.5 against Boise State. I think that Georgia Southern is going to be a good team in the Sun Belt this year. I think Boise, you can make a case, is the best group of 5 team. It's between them and Memphis and a couple others, but I do think Georgia Southern is going to give Boise a run for their money. So that's 4. And my 5th pick of the Fab 5, the first one of the year, I'm going to try to go with the night game. And the ones I like in the night games have hefty prices, so I kind of want to avoid at all costs. And I'm not doing any FCS games. So I found one. I'm going to take Wyoming plus the 7.5 against Arizona State. I just think Wyoming's going to hang around in this game. They have a chance to steal it. And my underdog moneyline pick of the show, Hawaii 4-1 over UCLA. I'm doing it. And then a bonus pick for you guys that I'm going to give out. It's not a Fab 5 pick, but it's like a bonus best bet for the weekend like I did a couple weeks ago with France against the United States in the gold medal game. I'm giving out over 6.5 in LSU USC. I think this is going to be a track meet. I adore the over in LSU USC. And I project it at 74.5 and it's 64.5. So I'm going to actually take the over in LSU and USC as like a bonus weekend best bet as well. So Fab 5, money line pick, and then the LSU USC over for a extra. It's not going to count towards Fab 5, but I laid a 20th of a unit on it anyway. So there you have it for the show. Can't wait for Monday. It's going to be a very fun show with all the recapping and such. And then cornerback rankings, and we have so much more to do with the season of NFL less than a week away. Have a good one, everyone.